After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know?
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is. Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. Don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
in other words,
There weren't actually 15 of you?
yes indeed.
It was 16. I knew it. Fucking knew it.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
16th student, Makuro Ukusaba. She's part of this school of life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. Since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. Don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes indeed.
Makes sense.
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge. I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Now that's all you get, huh? Well, the body didn't have scars. On the hands. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. So on the back of her hand, that tattoo. But no, Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap.
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the rules to the game. Well, why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear, so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Makuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Makuro is related to the case.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? She's a student and she killed someone. That would make her part of the school killing game. Makuro is the killer. Or the victim, and Kyoko killed her. But if Kyoko killed her, that means we have to execute Kyoko. Which would be very unfortunate. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Makuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Makes you say that. We thought Makuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Makuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense, then, to assume that Makuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Makuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. If that's really true, if Makuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well, then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Oh. Yeah. This one?
I see.
Ooh. Gosh. Ugh.
Very strange.
Probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Just try it. Took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock. And click. Locker eagerly accepted the key and opened it. And it opened, rather. Arrows in here. Looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows. Something else inside the locker. Wanted a ball of duct tape? I wonder what that was used for. Bloodstain?
See.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? How could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Where in the school would you go to do research on something? The library.
Let's go.
Yep. Believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand. Went straight for the shelf on the back. Here we go. Quickly returned with a file in hand. Shit. I need to check the recording. God damn it. Okay. Ugh. My fucking throat.
I see.
It hurts. Ugh. What language is this? How did you make it all the way through to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times, isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out in the Middle East. Based out of the Middle East. Reading comprehension. Ugh. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. Their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of their group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? Would you like to know something interesting related to that? Show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. You don't say. They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean...
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. It would seem that way. Took me a second to understand what the sense. Am I really gonna try to tackle this trial right now? While my throat feels like it's been fucking. My throat hurts. It hurts. God damn it. Are you jealous?
Hey.
Some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves, he'll be here any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And the 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why isn't Monokuma showing up yet? Ugh.
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the one that's making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
Waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here, now can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. All been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If you all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Kyoko? When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
She's not dead! Amazing! I'm here and no rules have been broken. No rule has been broken. You're still alive. That's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it in the class trial. You just save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially. I bet you'll be sorry later. I'll make sure you're sorry later. Hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Kyoko. So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. So glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? Now I've got to deal with a ghost.
Let's go.
Let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Wait for me, Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But...
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Hey babe, glad you're not dead. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So,
Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
Sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite. It's a master key, isn't it? Unlocks fucking everything.
In other words,
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school, yep. What?
Just a second.
Yeet.
Makoto,
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation,
it would seem...
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her. That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Ah, shit, dude. Ah, shit, dude. Ugh. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Door slid shut. Can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Wow, this place is ugly.
Can't wait!
Time for pointless jokes and jabs is past.
Thrills! Chills!
Oh god, my fucking throat hurts. I'm gonna keep complaining about it, but it's okay. Whew. Ugh. I got some water. Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick swig. Swig of water. Do I have any new skills if I can? Sorry, I'm just drinking water. Extraordinary focus. I have just enough SP for that. Good. Excellent. Excellent, okay. Oh, this water is so good. Oh, if only you knew how good this water is right now. It's like swallowing a cloud on my terrible throat. I'm not sure why swallowing a cloud would be good, but
Let's begin with a
whatever,
basic
I'm gonna shut up now.
explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out an
I mean, yeah, come on.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Don't be a fucking idiot.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
God damn.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Really?
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Duh. Piercing glare. Gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Can we just execute this dude and be done with it? I mean, he probably didn't do it, but fuck, I hope he did. Somehow, I hope he did. Really? You're gonna make me waste my time on this bullshit? Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's not bullshit. exploded body, a tattoo on her right hand, will you?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then prove it. Prove she's not a
The
ghost.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. 'Cause that